Hello children, this is Grade 7 Formative Assessment October 2024 paper. If you go through this paper, throughout this paper you can see all the questions are from the construction lesson. When you are trying to do this question, by any chance, if you find all these questions are difficult, the first I suggest you to go to the construction video that I have done a construction video where I explain everything from the beginning. When I'm discussing this paper, I'm not in a situation to explain everything. I just explain the specific question area what you're supposed to do. But apart from that, if you need to have further clarification or the further knowledge, you better to go and watch the construction video. I will upload the link with this video. That means in the description section you can find this and you can go to the construction video before the exam. It is better to be thorough with the construction steps. Okay, so then here I will first show you, I'll stop sharing, and the things we need: pair of compasses, then we need to have the protractor, then we need to have the ruler. Right? So then these are the basic items we need to have. The first question we have to construct the angle 60 degree. Now you just see what I'm doing. When I have this kind of question, I will solve one by one so then you can see everything. Now here I just draw a free line. Right? I just draw a free line, okay, and I just mark this corner, okay. I mark the corner and I keep the point. This is the point. I keep the point here like this, and so I adjust my compass like this, and I draw an arc, right? I draw an arc like this. Hope you can see my, yeah, I'll make it, okay. Then without changing this compass, I come to this place and draw another arc like this, okay. Then I join these 2 points from this point and I draw, okay. Then I keep my protractor and see whether I have done it correctly. You can see this is my arm, the angle arm, the basic one I am considering. Therefore, when I keep it like this, that I want to get the inner zero. You can see that here we have the inner zero and the outer zero, and I keep it like this, and that I see, yes, it is 60 degrees. I write here 60 degrees, right? So this is how you construct the 60 degree angle. Hope all of you can see my drawing. So then here you can see the 60 degree angle, right? You can see the 60 degree angle, right? First I draw this line, then I draw this arc, right? And then without changing, I kept my compass here and I draw the other arc, and whatever the point that they intersect each other, I find it, and from this point I drew a line. Then what I did, I kept my protractor and I check whether it is 60 degrees or not. Then the next question, it says you want to bisect the above angle. When you are bisecting an angle, children, keep this in your mind. You keep your protractor. Now you can change the protractor, right? You can change it a little bit. And you keep your compass here. Sorry, I earlier used the word protractor. So this is the compass. I keep the point here and I draw one arc here and another arc here. one arc here, and another arc here. Without changing, I come here and keep my point here. So then I draw another arc like this, and then I come to this place and draw another arc. Even though I draw 2 times, you are not supposed to do it like that. Why I drew it 2 times? Because to show you the lines clearly. Otherwise, the pencil lines cannot be visible. So then what I do, I draw a line here from this point. Yeah, and I measure what is this small angle. It is exactly 30. So then you can write this part is 30 degrees. This part is 30 degrees. That means this angle is equal to this, right? So then I have bisected. First, I constructed the 60 degree. Then I bisected the angle. Now I have 30 degree and 30 degree. Then we will move to the next question. Then construct a line segment 5 centimeters. Okay, children, when you have something like this, now we are supposed to do the 5 centimeter line. First, you keep your ruler and you take the compass and keep that here you can see 0 and you keep it here at 0 and you adjust the compass to 5 centimeter like this. Okay, now I have measured 5 centimeters, right? So then I just draw a free line like earlier and I mark A. This is point A. Okay. Again, I check whether I have the same 5 centimeter. Yes. So then it is same 5 centimeter. I keep my compass point here and draw the arc. This is point B and this distance 5 centimeter. Okay, you want to write it as 5 centimeter. First you mark the A point and then you measure the 5 centimeter length. So that like this, and you come here and then you draw the arc. Okay, so then the next one we want to do, then after drawing the line segment, construct the perpendicular bisector. Now you want to bisect this line. You want to bisect this line, and then when you are bisecting that, you are drawing a line. That line should be perpendicular to this one. Now here my compass is with 5 centimeter, children. Now what I do, I just make it smaller, right, like this, and I draw an arc like this, and I draw an arc like this. Okay, like this, I draw 2 arcs, right? Without changing my compass, I come to point B and then I draw one arc here and another arc here. Something like this. Then here, right? Then I measure whether it is perpendicular. Yes, it is exactly 90 degrees. If it is exactly 90 degrees, I can put this small box, right? Right, so then everywhere it is 90. So it is a perpendicular bisector. And one more thing I want to check, that I take the ruler and exactly it is 2.5, from here to here 2.5, and then from here to here it is 2.5. That means I have done a correct work here. I mark these are equal. If I mark this as O, need I can write further, right? I can write AO is equal to OB equal to 2.5 centimeters, something like this. It is not compulsory, but you can write it like this. And you want to show this 90 degree box because that they have asked us to draw the perpendicular bisector, right? First we had the AB line segment with 5 centimeters. Then we constructed the perpendicular bisector. If the middle point is O, AO should be 2.5 and OB should be 2.5 because the whole AB is 5 centimeters and this line is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, I put a box like this, right? So then we'll see what is the next question we want to do. Construct the perpendicular bisector. Yeah, we have done it. Then we want to construct a triangle ABC. Right. What is the I will first have the rough sketch. Whenever you come across with the construction, that actually when you are drawing the rough sketch, children, you don't want to use the ruler. You can just draw, but here that I'm using the ruler. And then you see that where I can have the ABC, A here, then B here, and C here. B angle is 62, right? And the other one is 38, right? Okay. So now I have the rough sketch with me. So then what I do, children, now here, first I draw, hope you can see my rough sketch, and I draw a free line, right? I draw a free line. Here, something missing. Yeah, 6 centimeter. That is what this should be, 6 centimeter. Okay. And I mark point B here. Hope all of you can see that I mark point B, right? Now my point B is here. Okay. And I measure 6 centimeters. Now you know how to measure. I keep this 0 and here the point. And from that I measure 6 centimeters. Yes, it's here. And I keep the point here on B and I draw the arc like this, right? And this is C and this is 6 centimeter. And I take my protractor. So I keep the protractor like this here that I have the line and on the protractor also that you can see the baseline. And here the point of the protractor, I keep it here like this. And I want to measure 62. I take the inner circle, inner scale, 62. So it is 60, 61, 62. I mark it like this, right? After marking that, from B, I just draw a line, right? I just draw a line, a bigger one I draw. And then I come to this point, and from this point, I want to measure 38 this side now. That means I want to get 0, the outer 0 now. And I mark 38, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. Yeah, this one. And then I draw a line from this point like this. So then here it is A. Right? So then this one 62. Right? This one 38. And children, I will tell you how you can cross-check whether your construction is correct. Now, first you calculate this angle. How do you calculate? From 180, you want to deduct 62 and you want to deduct 38. Okay. So then first we add 62 and 38. That is easier. So then it gives me 100 and this should be 80 degrees. You take your protractor and see whether this A angle is 80. If it is 80, yes, it is exactly 80, children. See, it is exactly 80, right? That means your construction is correct. And here I can mark it as 80. But this step is an additional thing. You don't want to do it in the exam. I'm telling you to cross-check whether you have done the construction correctly. Okay, children, I think we discussed all the question related to the paper. Yeah, we have, let's say, yes, we have only 5 questions and we discuss all the questions. What I suggest you, if you are struggling with this, I'll send you the link. Please go through. It's like a 40 minutes video, but if you can spend 40 minutes, you can be thorough with the construction steps, everything. We don't know that this time they have given 2 angles and 1 side. We don't know in the exam this time what kind of the thing they are going to give you. Therefore, better to practice all the steps related to construction. Okay, children. So then we'll meet again with the next video. Till then, stay safe. Good luck for your formative assessment 2025. Okay, bye.